Welcome to 2025, the year to thrive. Now, this is episode 3, and what we're going to talk about today in episode 3 is how we pre-position a listing appointment to create leverage. So let's start off at the very beginning here. The whole idea of pre-positioning. If you pre-position an appointment, it means you're preparing or strategically setting it up in advance, ensuring that the groundwork is laid for a favorable outcome. I want the listing appointment to go well. It involves actions taken before the actual appointment begins to influence the context, expectations, and positions of everyone involved. Pre-positioning will actually help you secure a stronger bargaining position or frame the terms of that appointment in a way that aligns with your interests and the interests of your seller. So here are 10 ways to pre-position. First, send out a pre-listing packet. A pre-listing packet is a packet of information that you send out ahead of time. It has two, what should I call them, perspectives to it. First off, I want to send out a packet that if I were a seller and I looked at it, I would say, wow, there's a lot of great information that I want to know here. And then second, the second perspective is my perspective, which is what kind of information would I like to get into their hands before I actually meet with them? Where would I like them to be focused? So the things that could be in a pre-listing packet, you could have an introduction letter. You could introduce yourself and your brokerage. I tend to do things about my bio and my company in a pre-listing packet because once I show up at their house, we don't talk about me and we don't talk about my company. We talk about them. So you could highlight your experience and your sales record and all those wonderful things we love to say about ourselves. You could put in an overview of your marketing plan. What is your approach to marketing a property? Include traditional ways and digital strategies, whether or not you do open houses, print advertising, whatever. Share any other relevant information about the process, specific topics like the market and an overview in their neighborhood or getting your home ready to sell. You might send out an initial look at the property's value, not a full-fledged market analysis, but a little kind of a preview of one. And then, of course, you can put in client testimonials and any other things that you think will be of value. Next, do your research. If you're going to try to pre-position the appointment, you have to know about the house and the neighborhood and everything else. So you do in-depth research on the property, the neighborhood, and the local real estate trends before you ever meet with them. And I would like to think that most people who call you are probably in your sphere of influence, which means you already sort of know their neighborhood anyway, because you're the market expert. So I want to be able to look up the home's history, the current market conditions around it, because I need to pull up the best possible comps in the appropriate area. This is going to help me speak confidently and knowledgeably about pricing strategies in the local market conditions when we get to the appointment. 3, a thorough pre-appointment interview. If we looked at Ron Willingham's sales process model, the place where we're supposed to spend the most amount of time in a sales appointment is in the interview, the consultation, the counseling, whatever you want to call it. A thorough pre-interview is going to be the most valuable thing you can do. Before the appointment, I want to know things like, why are they selling? What's their timeline or urgency? Have they ever sold a property before? What are their concerns about the process? And a whole multitude of other questions as well. These insights are going to help me do a couple of things. They're going to help me prioritize my focus for the appointment, and they're going to help me personalize my approach. As important as all of that is, it also gives me the opportunity to build rapport, show professionalism, and investigate their personality style or how they process information. 4, offer a market snapshot. Send a brief little market update about recent home sales or trends in their neighborhood. Now, this could be a part of the pre-listing packet, but send it out a few days before the appointment. This will position you as a knowledgeable agent who knows about their neighborhood and maybe even a market expert. Your ability to display this market expertise ahead of time is going to go a long way in creating leverage during the pricing negotiation. 5, provide a personalized video introduction. I think if you've yet to meet the sellers, this is a fabulous way to create and send a short personalized video to introduce yourself before the meeting. You can thank them for the opportunity to meet them, give them an overview of what you'll cover, setting the agenda a little bit, and this personal touch is going to set you apart from all the agents who don't do that. 6, highlight your unique value proposition. We would like to think that your value is the reason that they reached out to you to begin with. Nonetheless, we need to be able to communicate what sets us apart from other agents in the market. For example, do you have specialized market expertise or skills? Do you use professional photography or virtual tours? Do you have social media expertise? It's an opportunity to display my deep knowledge of the local market, show my strong track record of selling homes quickly and for top dollar. I can make unique offers like staging consultations or concierge services or whatever. I want to make sure the seller knows why choosing me or why choosing you is going to lead them to a successful sale. Number 7, set the appointment agenda. Let the homeowner know what to expect during the appointment by outlining the agenda in advance. Now, we talked about this in a little bit in the video. I might talk about the agenda. The second place I'm going to talk about it the most is when I first show up at the house. This is how it's going to go. We're going to do this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then this. And part of my strategy in there is I want to set the tone for the evening to avoid premature questions like, well, what do you think my house is worth 5 minutes after I saw it? What do you charge me? Well, you know what? There's a place where we talk about those things. And when I first set the agenda upon arriving, it's going to set the stage for that stuff later. It's going to pre-position where and when we talk about key issues. It also sets a professional tone and shows that you're organized and well prepared, right? It's designed to set a general expectation and a timeline rather than goals. We're going to talk about what we're going to actually do when we get into the depth of the appointment. 8, at any time in the process, use stories to show value. Anecdotes. I had a client who was in the same situation as you once, and here's what they did. I know agents who actually even send a brief case study or success story from a recent sale, especially if it's one that's a similar, easy for me to say, so a situation that's similar to theirs. Highlight how you helped the client sell quickly for a great price, or you navigated some kind of a unique challenge. This is going to build confidence in your abilities and pre-position you as a valuable potential listing agent. Now, this could also take the form of a testimonial or two that could be included in your pre-listing packet. 9, leverage social proof. You could share, and this is the part that so many agents find so much fun. Here's where you can share all your accolades and your milestones, like you were the #1 agent in the area, or successful recent transaction. If you have a strong online presence or a large social media following, this is the place to do that. Now, personally, there's a huge caution that goes with this because you don't want to come off as a braggart or so important and so valuable and so busy that you don't need their business. So tread lightly on the social proof thing. I think there's a time and a place for it, and maybe this isn't the time or the place. Number 10 is huge because we're pre-positioning an appointment. And here's what I would like to do. I would like to pre-position it before it's even an appointment. So number 10 is provide value through educational content. Consider sharing articles, preferably written by you, blog posts, guides to help sellers through the process or how to prepare their home for listing. This positions you as an expert who's focused on providing value before the official meeting. The most effective pre-appointment marketing is often why potential sellers are driven to call you in the first place. Relevant, educational, engaging marketing is going to be the thing that shows your value before there's even an appointment. I used to send out a newsletter, and the front page of that newsletter every single month for 9 years was information about the market. We informed them about the market. We analyzed the market. We dissected the market. We interpreted the market. So even if you didn't open up my newsletter and look at page 2, 3, or 4, I was teaching you about the market, and I was doing it all the time. And here's what we know in the world of learning. People learn things through repetition. So if I'm giving you the idea that I'm the market expert over and over and over and over and over and over, I am pre-positioning a negotiation that's going to happen later, before we even have an appointment. If you already think I'm the market expert, when I show up and we discuss price, guess what? I have leverage. So market your strengths, market your expertise in the marketplace as a negotiator, in customer service, and all the things you do really well. Now, proper marketing takes self-awareness. Proper marketing takes listening to what people are interested in, being able to answer their questions and then think, you know what? I just answered John Doe's question here. That would be a pretty good blog post, or that would be a pretty good video, or that would make a nice postcard, or whatever. By pre-positioning yourself ahead of time in marketing, you already create trust, demonstrate expertise, and ensure that when they finally have to make a decision as to who they want to talk to about listing their home, they consider you. Now, how do I do all of that? I market it. I market. Market your strengths. Never in the history of the dating game did bachelor number 2, when asked, why would I pick you? Never in the history of the dating game did he say, well, I don't even know why you picked me either. Number 1 here, he's really cool. Number 3, oh my God, this guy's gorgeous. I don't know, I'm kind of in between careers, blah, blah, blah. No, bachelor number 2 never did that. Bachelor number 2 put his best foot forward so that he'd get picked. So pre-position your expertise, your strength, your stories, and your answers to the questions that people ask you. It's much more easy to market when you know what you're marketing. And we'll talk more about easy peasy marketing in the coming weeks. So to wrap it all up, we've looked at 10 ways to pre-position your listing appointment. If you have specific questions, shoot me an email at richteaches@gmail.com. And if you have an inkling, feel free to subscribe or like or send me a little heart or something. Thrive number 3, pre-positioning. Thanks.